One of Brighton's own has a new crown. Miss Michigan Hannah Palmer received the honor last night in Muskegon. She graduated from Brighton in 2018 and has spent recent years promoting mental health, education, and awareness. She joins us now to talk about what it means to be Miss Michigan. And of course, we want to hear more about your journey. Hey, Hannah, how's it going?
It's going amazing. I'm still in shock. It feels weird having this crown on my head, but I'm so excited.
You're fresh off of your win from last night. So just tell us what it was like when they called your name.
Pure disbelief and just peace and excitement. I have been working at this dream for over 5 years now. So finally hearing my name called as Miss Michigan 2025 was truly surreal.
Tell us a little bit about the Sunflower Project and mental health, what it means to you, why it's so important.
Yeah, so I myself have depression and anxiety, and it was when I started to share my own mental health journey that I saw so many gaps in our mental health care and our funding. And so I wanted to fill those gaps, and that's where the Sunflower Project started. So what the Sunflower Project is it's a 501c3 nonprofit organization focused on providing financial assistance, fostering community, and providing social emotional learning resources for students and their families. So far, we've been able to provide over $3,000 worth of social emotional learning resources to students across the state. And it's just so incredible to see how what I have struggled with, so many others have struggled with too. And by sharing my story, I can really make that impact.
What's that been like for you to be able to touch students and people all across the state of Michigan?
Truly incredible. Just from sharing my own story, I've connected with so many people on a very personal level. I've had even students come up to me and say, Ms. Palmer, I have anxiety too. But because you talk about it, I feel like I can handle my big feelings too. And we're able to have those real and raw conversations where we're able to then figure out what we can do to move forward in a positive direction. Actually, my Miss Michigan sweetheart, who was on stage with me last night, she has battled her own anxiety. And so coming on stage with me was a very big step for her. And she was so excited. She can't wait to do it again. And she wants to eventually become a Miss Michigan's teen.
And in addition to all of this that you do, you're also a third grade teacher.
Yes, I am.
Tell us a little bit about that and how mental health, I guess, influences how you are with your students in the classroom.
Yes, so as a third grade teacher, I see my students at their absolute best, but also on their really challenging mornings if maybe they didn't get enough sleep last night, or if, sometimes we all just wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And so by being able to have these conversations with my students and be able to talk to them about how they're really feeling and help them develop those social emotional regulation skills of, okay, what do I do when I am really frustrated? Do I yell and do I scream, or do I walk away? It's been incredible to see my students learn from these books that I've been able to provide them and see the impact on other students across the state.
Why is it so important just to reach out and to get help for anybody who may be struggling with mental health?
Because there are people who want to care and who do care and who want to listen. Just by asking someone, how are you? You're able to make such a big impact on them, and you're able to show that you're ready to listen. Truly, so many people don't need all their problems solved. They just want someone who's there to listen.
And I imagine that this is going to be a very busy year for you.
Yes, it is.
Tell us what you think it's going to look like.
So Miss America is actually coming up very, very quickly. It is in about 8 weeks in Orlando, Florida. So for the next 8 weeks, we are hitting the ground running. I will be picking out my wardrobe for Miss America this upcoming week. We're going to be doing mock interviews and serving our state as much as we possibly can. After that, I'm really excited to get into classrooms across the state to show students that you really can do it all. You can be Miss Palmer, you can chase your dream of being Miss Michigan, and you can follow your dreams.
All right. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
We certainly appreciate you being here, and best of luck in your new journey. I know that you're going to touch even more lives with your message.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. And if you'd like to support Hannah and her mission at the Sunflower Project, you can scan the QR code on your screen right there to be taken to the website where you can learn more on how you can help.